What's going on, YouTube? Here I am again in school, in the middle of the parking lot. I feel like shit, so I think I'm gonna go into math a little bit late. But, oh man, I'm congested. I was gonna pack a dip and make a video about that, but I just feel so bad, so I didn't feel like it, so I figured this is a good video to tell some bad things about dip. Like, I love dipping, but it's a bad thing for you. Over the years, I've gathered and compiled some knowledge, and I have a pretty good understanding about it. I'm not going to tell you it's going to cause you cancer. Of course it can cause you cancer, but a very esteemed newspaper did a study. Yeah, they did a study, which I read, and it turns out that out of 1,000 people that they tested, 8 of them got mouth cancer just by themselves, just not being smokers, not being dippers or anything. Then they found 1,000 dippers. 20 of them got cancer. So it just a little bit more than doubles your chances of getting cancer out of 1,000, which, of course, that's a big statistic, doubling, but when the number's going from 9 to 20, it's not that bad. But here's the things that the reasons I think dip are bad. First off, when I was in high school, I used to play sports, and senior year I did all running sports. I did cross country, then I did indoor track, and I did outdoor track. And we would always have time before each sport would start. In cross country in the fall, both of my coaches taught at elementary schools, so when our high school got out, we had to wait about 45 minutes before they were even able to come get on the bus. So I would always put a dip in, and it would be perfect because I'd feel fine. I'd get to practice. Along with that 45 minutes, we would have about a 5-minute bus ride, along with like 10 minutes of waiting for people that drove there to show up and whatnot. So I had almost an hour, if not a little bit more than an hour, to recover. So it would always end up being fine. But at indoor, we had practice about 20 minutes after school ended, half an hour maybe, and I would always go over to my friend's house. It was across the street from the school, and I'd put a dip in. But whenever I would get to that warm-up, man, I just feel terrible. And so I did some research about it, and it turns out that the nicotine hinders your ability to bring oxygen from your blood to your lungs. So it hurts your athletic ability. Like, you wouldn't think, I'm not smoking a cigarette, I'm not putting any chemicals or any smoke into my body, my lungs will be fine. It doesn't hurt your lungs, it kinda does, but in a different way. The nicotine itself just blocks your blood, which isn't a big deal if you're not an athletic person. But the thing is, I am an athletic person, so just saying, I don't think that you should dip before an athletic event. I think you should dip when you got some downtime, when you are going on a fishing trip, you're going camping, just, something where you're relaxing, some area where you're relaxing, but no drugs, including alcohol, fit in with exercise. So, just, if there's anybody that was worrying or wondering, like, why I'm packing a dip and I try to work out, I can't work out as hard, why am I not running as far, why do I get tired earlier? it's just because of that. But like I said, you know, an hour, I'd be recovered. You know, just drink some water, just flush it out. And also, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but it, like, loosens your bowels. Like, if you didn't shit, and you need to shit, it's the best stool softener. It's the best laxative you'll ever find. So, you know, those are my tips. And I hope you got something out of this. And I'll see you later.